What is up, everybody out there in HeroClix land? This, once again, is Scott Porter, and we are here for yet another Uncanny X-Men unboxing video. This is the fourth video in our series of 5 videos. We are opening 2 boosters per day of Uncanny X-Men, the new HeroClix set to release on May the 4th. With the pre-release starting on April the 20th, so you can get your grubby little hands on these pieces on April the 20th and start playing with them with your friends at your local comic book shop or local gaming store. So keep your eye out for when the pre-release is going to be happening near you. If you haven't seen a chase yet, I know a lot of people are saying it's Age of Apocalypse. If it is Age of Apocalypse, I hope we see some really cool characters that we haven't seen yet. Sugarman, I guess, would be the first one that comes to mind as far as like a really twisted character that we've never seen a version of. I wouldn't mind seeing like a Sabretooth Wild Child kind of duo. You know, they got Wild Child on the leash. That was a really cool thing. Of course, we got to see the Weapon X character from Age of Apocalypse, but that's all just conjecture at this point. Maybe it is confirmed. I don't know. It's not confirmed at the time that I'm shooting this video, but by the time it comes out, maybe it has been confirmed. And hopefully, we pull one of those chases in one of these 4 boxes here. Like I said, this is day 4. If you didn't see the first 3 videos, I suggest you go back and you watch them. And enough jibber jabber from me. Let's just start opening. Okay, I think we're going to start here. Again, I love the way that the boxes work. Create that one image. I love it. I think every time I buy boosters, I'm going to have to buy one of each of the images. Oh, all right. All right, let's see what we have here in booster number 7. Booster number 7. Really quick with the math, you know. That's why I became an actor. So I don't have to do math all that often. Let's see who we have in this particular booster. Oh, we've got a Clix FX base. It looks like smoke, or like the brimstone that Nightcrawler teleports with. Show you guys who we have in this booster. I'm very excited to get the first Nightcrawler that we've seen in this video series. He looks really, really cool. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big Nightcrawler fan. I've got this really cool profile up there of all these characters. Really great artist Mike Mitchell did those profiles. If you're interested in checking them out, Mike Mitchell, you can find him at Sir Mitchell on Twitter and on Instagram. He is pretty awesome, and so is Nightcrawler. So I'm guessing this Clix FX token is his. I'll show you what it looks like just really quickly, and he is 50 points as well. I hope we see a stronger version of him in this set, although we don't need another Uber, crawler, another, what do they call him, the Ben crawler? We don't need another one of those, but, and then we'll show you Sabretooth, who's in this all black costume. I don't know where his old, like, mustard yellow and brown costume is. Then you've got Emma Frost, and this is definitely the Emma. She's in all black. That's the post Avengers vs. X-Men costume, the Uncanny X-Men with her and Cyclops and Magneto and Magic when they're kind of all on the run. And then you've got Professor X. I don't even really know why I'm giving you a close-up of Professor X, because pretty much every Professor X is going to look the same unless he's in his little gold hover chair, the golden hover round, I like to call it. Let's take a look at Nightcrawler first, since Kurt is one of my favorite X-Men. Let's see what this Nightcrawler does. He has the trait that all of these X-Men have. It's called the all-new, all-different X-Men. When a character is healed by the X-Men team ability, you can pump his movement, attack, and defense values up by 1 until the beginning of your next turn. He has another special attack power called BAMF. Give Nightcrawler a power action and place him in any square within line of fire. If that square is within 4 squares of the square he began this action in, he may then make a close attack. So he can BAMF to any place that he can see, but if you kind of move in a closer range, he gets a free attack. His damage is only 2. looks like he might have Precision Strike as well, so he might be able to bamf in and do some damage, and he's got that Clix FX base, which is pretty cool. Let's see, Emma Frost. Emma Frost is, ooh, her dial number is 5A, so I guess we know who the last Prime is. It's going to be Emma Frost. I bet you that the Prime is her Diamond version, the all-Diamond Emma Frost. She has a trait that adds 5 points to her cost. Switch to Diamond form in the nick of time. When Emma Frost would be KO'd, you may replace her with Uncanny X-Men number 5B Emma Frost on click number 6. That character can't be healed this game. Okay, so definitely Diamond form Emma Frost is going to be your common Prime. She has one more special power. It is in the damage slot. Teaching the next generation. Emma Frost can use Perplex. When she does, you may instead choose a combat value other than damage and modify that value on each friendly character that shares a keyword with her within her range, which is 5 range, regardless of line of fire. So even if she can't see them, if they're in 5 spaces of her, she can perplex them as long as they share a keyword with her. And the keywords are Generation X, Hellfire Club, Hellions, and X-Men. So a wide swath of keywords there. Wow, it's a pretty cool special power. She comes in at 80 points. So a pretty cost-effective support piece there. Sabretooth has the Animal, Marauders, and Weapon X keywords. Has the Mutant Massacre trait, which we've seen on all of these Marauders. The first time during your turn that an opponent is KO'd, you can pick one of 2 things. You can heal the character of 1 damage, or you can modify their speed, attack, and damage values for this turn. That's every time an opposing figure is KO'd. Or just once per turn, but the first time that an opponent's figure is KO'd. He also has a special attack power. Massacres are my specialty. Sabretooth can use Blades, Claws, Fangs. Give Sabretooth a close action to make any number of close attacks, each targeting an adjacent opposing character that was not already targeted during this action. Whoa, okay. So, if you just use telekinesis, you toss him in to a group of opposing figures. Say he gets adjacent to 4 of them. He can make 4 separate Blades, Claws, Fangs attacks. I would expect nothing less from Sabretooth. Although, I'm a little confused why we have these costumes representing these characters when it seems like a lot of these characters are from old storylines. So I feel like he should have that frilly like mane that he used to have with the, like the brownish mustardy yellow costume, that old traditional Sabretooth costume. But, I'll take Sabretooth any way I can get him, regardless of the costume color. It just seems like a lot of these figures are in like all black. It's like the goth Marauders or the goth versions of the X-Men. Professor X will be the last one we take a look at. Now, he has some really, really wordy powers and traits on his card. So bear with me. I'm going to try and read through them quickly. Has a trait called You Don't Want to Do This. Professor X can use Outwit normally or as a power action. If activated as a power action, he does not require line of fire, and you attach the mental lock marker. Oh, I guess this is a mental lock marker. It's not actually Nightcrawler's Bamf. It's a mental lock marker for Professor X. Attach the mental lock marker to the targeted character. While the mental lock marker is attached, the effect of this Outwit doesn't end, and Professor X can't use Outwit. The mental lock marker remains attached as long as that character is within Professor X's range. At the beginning of your turn, you and that character's controller both roll 2d6 that can't be re-rolled. If your result is lower, remove the mental lock marker. So you use Outwit as a power action. You target somebody regardless of line of fire as long as they're within range. And then boom, they're under the mental lock. And you got to roll off every turn to see if they can release themselves from it. All right, we'll see in what scenarios that is really, really useful. I'm sure it will come up and be very useful in certain situations. has one more special attack power: erase you from your enemy's mind. Professor X and adjacent friendly characters with the X-Men keyword can use shape change if they are not on their starting click. Okay, they can use shape change as long as they've taken some damage. If they succeed using this shape change, no friendly character with the X-Men keyword can be targeted this turn. Wow, okay. So if any of them hit shape change, then no X-Men can be targeted this entire turn. That's huge. That is huge. All right. He has the Shi'ar or Shi'ar, I don't know how you guys say it. I say Shi'ar keyword as well as the X-Men keyword. So there you go. That is the first booster that we are opening today. Let's just jump right into this next booster. Let's see what we got. Hope you guys are enjoying all the videos so far. I know that I am, and oh my god, yes! All right, I am so stoked. If you don't know who my favorite X-Men of all time is, it's Iceman. Iceman is my hands down favorite X-Men of all time. I'll take him any way I can get him, in any iteration, shape, or form. And this particular Iceman piece that I just pulled may be the most beautiful HeroClix piece I have ever seen in my life. Let me show you everybody else first before I get all crazy with the Iceman love. Oh my god. And he comes with a marker as well. It looks like an HeroClix FX base. But I'll show you these other figures first. Let's see. We got Blockbuster from the Marauders. We also got Scrambler from the Marauders. We've got, Super Saber from Freedom Force. Another Freedom Force character. And last but not least, oh my god. Lady Mastermind, sorry, in that pack as well, but we've seen her already. But this Iceman, oh my gosh. Here's the Clix FX little piece first. And then my boy Bobby. Look at this piece. Look at that. That is incredible. I mean, wow, that looks awesome. I know there's a big uproar online. People were saying they thought this was Age of Apocalypse Iceman. I didn't see it. He is a super rare. That's our third super rare that we have pulled. Wow. Oh my god. Let's burn through these other three pieces real quick as far as like what they do. Scrambler, Blockbuster, and Super Saber. And then we will take a look at Iceman. Okay, Super Saber. Has a trait Freedom Force. When this character is given a move action, after actions resolve, he can use Force Blast as a free action. That's all of the Freedom Force. They're all going to have that same trait. Also has a special attack a special power in the movement slot, Mach 1 Punch. Super Saber can use Force Blast and Hypersonic Speed. Cool. Cool for Super Saber. Okay, moving on. Blockbuster has Brute and Marauders keywords, has a trait, Mutant Massacre, which we've gone over ad nauseum in this series. Also, the Brutal Display of Might is a trait. When Blockbuster hits with a close object attack, after actions resolve, modify all opposing characters' defense values by -1 until end of turn. So when Blockbuster hits with a close object attack, it's like every other character that your opponent has. It's like they all pee their pants. They get a -1 to defense. They get super scared by his Brutal Display of Might. Ugh. You know, he's also got a super strength, but the super strength is called Strong Enough to Break the Thunder God. You know, I never understood Blockbuster. I just don't buy that he's that powerful. Sorry, Marauders fans. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I mean, look at him. Look, but also, what was up with all these costumes that the Marauders had? You know, it's like Harpoon and Blockbuster. It's like asymmetrical like costumes. like it's like it was like Mutant Fashion Week or something when these guys got their costumes. I mean, he's missing part of his costume. His whole left shoulder is completely exposed. Where's Harpoon? Harpoon is the same thing. Like Harpoon, he's got costume over his right shoulder, but none over his left. Why? Why? Was that like I don't know. Is that a Mr. Sinister thing? Is that Mr. Sinister is like picking out their costumes for them, putting them in these odd-looking things? I mean, Arclight's costume's okay, I guess, but I mean, God, these guys, some of the worst costumes in comic book history. Blockbuster, I am so sorry, you have to wear that. Let's take a look at Scrambler. Scrambler has the Mutant Massacre trait and has just one touch. Scrambler can use Outwit, but only to target adjacent characters, regardless of line of fire. When he does, counter all powers currently showing on the target's dial. So Scrambler's got to get up close. Scrambler's only 30 points, has no defensive powers, and only has a 16 defense, so it's going to be tough to pull off that close range Uber Outwit. Okay, enough of those guys. Back to Bobby Drake. Back to Iceman here. Iceman, he has the Champions, Defenders, X-Factor, and X-Men keywords. He's got a couple of special things. He's got a trait, Frozen Solid. When Iceman moves, after actions resolve, you may make a close attack targeting a single opposing character whose square he moved through and didn't target with an attack that action. If you hit, attach the Ice Wall marker to that character, removing it from any other character it is equipped to. As long as the Ice Wall marker is attached, that character can't be moved, placed, given actions, or targeted with an attack. At the end of the next turn, remove the Ice Wall marker. So, Iceman moves, any character along that path, he can choose to make a close attack to, and then he can lock them down, like uber earthbound them, ground them. They can't be given actions, they can't be moved, they can't be placed, can't be targeted with an attack. That is really cool. So he basically freezes them in place. Also has a special defense power. Rebuild the ice. Iceman can use barrier and regeneration. All right, nice. And Icy Fate. When Iceman hits an opposing character, after actions resolve, you may give that character an action token, which, of course, Bobby Drake should have. I am so stoked. I am so freaking excited. Actually, hold on. I gotta show you guys something. Yes. There we go. Big Iceman, little Iceman. I'm so excited. Oh, they're gonna sit next to each other on the shelf. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, guys, that does it for today's unboxing video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was the fourth in our series of 5 videos. And remember, there's going to be a little extra bonus video tomorrow after the 5th video airs. It's going to be a top-down view of all of the figures. You can see their point totals. You can see their cards a little bit up close. You can see their first clicks of their dial, and you can see their detail a little bit more. It'll just kind of be a recap video. We'll tack it on at the end of tomorrow's video. But enough about tomorrow. Today's video was awesome because of one man, Bobby Drake. I am so stoked. We still haven't seen a chase. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see a chase. In one of these last 2 boxes, we've gotten 3 super rares. We know who all the primes are going to be. We haven't seen a prime yet, but we know who they're going to be at least. Man, I'm getting so excited for this set. I am geeking out right now. I don't know if you guys can tell how happy I am. Keep an eye out for this set. It comes out May 4th. It'll be available for the pre-release games on April the 20th, so go to your local comic shop, go to your local game shop, check in, see when their pre-release event is going to be. Once again, I am Scott Porter. This is Bobby Drake, and we are signing off. Until we see you next time, may all your rolls be critical hits.